welcome. It's that time of the week when you sit back and relax while we get you all the action from B-Town. Over the next half hour, we'll tell you what happened through the week that was in Bollywood this week. On our top story today, we have Choti Nawab Saif Ali Khan, who reached an event to promote his upcoming film Bullet Raja. We bring you the glimpses from the event. On 21st February 2012, Saif remembered something controversial.
Saif, one question to you. You said when y'all were youngsters, like usually boys do bash up. When did you bash up and how hard did you bash and who it was? Was it in school? Was it a male or a female?
He was in a well-known restaurant sometime.
Well, yes, Saif, who reached an event to promote his upcoming film Bullet Raja, was asked about his childhood fight memories. But interestingly, Choti Nawab remembered the infamous brawl which had led to a lot of controversies.
Saif, one question to you. You said when y'all were youngsters, like usually boys do bash up. When did you bash up and how hard did you bash and who it was? Was it in school? Was it a male or a female?
He was in a well-known restaurant.
Well, that was Saif joking. Moving on to the event, the entire team of Bullet Raja was present there. And here the director of the film, Tigmanshu Dhulia, even revealed as to how he got into this genre of films.
First time I've attempted a film of this scale. But मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि ठीक है, मैंने पान सिंह तोमर, साहिबी गैंगस्टर, हासिल इस तरह की फिल्में बनाई है. अब अगर हम जैसे डायरेक्टर जब इस तरह की बड़ी कमर्शियल फिल्म बनाएंगे तो हम कमर्शियल फिल्म की सूरत बदल देंगे.
Well, Tigmanshu is quite excited about the film, and since Saif's character has also been compared to his role in Omkara, he had something to say about that as well.
A lot of people have been talking about that the last 2-3 days to me. I think maybe that's the only other role that's kind of about UP, or the only other role with an accent, or the other role that's a little more grounded or a little more dehati. Normally, I guess I play urban characters, slightly westernized characters. But this is very different. That is a villain and an unappealing looking person. And the idea is to kind of disturb you or disgust you. And it's also Shakespeare, so it's a different world.
Well, Saif, we hope that audiences accept this avatar of yours. While on the other hand, Sonakshi, who was present there, was asked as to how she's managing the promotion of 2 films, and this is how she diplomatically answered.
Really not rocket science. It's very easy because you're present with the concerned people for the particular film that you're promoting. So I think I'm managing fairly well, if I would say so myself.
And that's not all. Sonakshi even revealed that it was quite challenging for her to work in Bullet Raja.
Well, I have a few Bengali dialogues which I had to say in the film. I don't speak the language, but I managed because we had a few Bengali ADs on set who helped me out. And yeah, I think I understood how I was supposed to say them fairly well, and well, I gave it my best. So I did find that a bit challenging.
While the entire team of Bullet Raja looks quite excited, we hope the audiences too like the film. While on the other hand, we have Begum of Pataudi, Kareena Kapoor, who was present at an event to promote her film Gori Tere Pyar Mein, where she was seen pulling director Puneet Malhotra's leg. Take a look in our next story. Kareena Kapoor recently reached an event to promote her upcoming film Gori Tere Pyar Mein, and here she revealed the film's director Puneet Malhotra's bad secret, after which Puneet was left quite embarrassed.
सर, आपने मुझे ये नहीं बताया कि आपने धत्तेरी की कि 4 दिन गाने के आपने 400 दिन लगाए. क्यों?
4 दिन के 400 दिन कैसे लगा सकते?
आप ईशा के इतने बड़े फैन हैं सर.
मैं सिर्फ
ऐसी गोरी तो वो है फिल्म में. आपकी गोरी है वो सर.
Well, yes, you heard it right. Kareena revealed that Puneet actually took a very long time to shoot a song that featured Isha Gupta. And that's not all. She even went on to say that Puneet is Isha's big fan.
सर, आपने मुझे ये नहीं बताया कि आपने धत्तेरी की कि 4 दिन गाने के आपने 400 दिन लगाए. क्यों?
4 दिन के 400 दिन कैसे लगा सकते?
आप ईशा के इतने बड़े फैन हैं सर.
मैं सिर्फ
ऐसी गोरी तो वो है है फिल्म में, आपकी हो रही है वो सब.
And after Kareena's huge revelation, Zoom decided to catch up with Isha Gupta to know her take on the matter. And here's what she had to say.
4 घंटे का तो नहीं, 4 दिन का शूट था. वो 400 दिन तो खैर अभी सॉन्ग को शूट हुए नहीं हुए. बट हाँ, वो मैंने सेट पे भी बहुत मजाक सुना था, क्योंकि एंड मोमेंट पे हुआ था कि इन्होंने पहले फिल्म के लिए डिसाइड किया था, सॉन्ग के लिए, कि किसी को नहीं लेंगे, मॉडल्स के साथ शूट करेंगे. और एकदम एंड टाइम पे फिर मुझे बुलाया गया और गाने की शूट हुई. तो तब से ये मैंने भी सुना है सेट पे, ये जोक चल रहा है कि अच्छा स्पेशली मुझे बुलाया गया, बट ऐसा नहीं है. पहले मुझे कॉन्टैक्ट किया गया था उस गाने के लिए, और फिर उसके बाद दे डिसाइडेड टू गो विद मॉडल्स, देन दे कॉल मी अगेन. बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Well, just like Puneet, Isha too said that the entire thing is a joke. And that's not all. According to the actress, such jokes were already going on at the film set. Well, Isha, we believe you. Moving on, here's director Sanjay Leela Bhansali, who's spoken about the entire issue of change of heroines in Ram Leela. Details in our next story. Kareena backed out of Ram Leela. This news is passe. What's latest is Sanjay Leela Bhansali has given it back to her on Zoom's Boom. He told us how Kareena walked out and Deepika stood by him.
शायद करीना ने नहीं किया तो उसमें फिल्म की कुछ भलाई है. दीपिका stood by at a time जब मेरे सेट भी बन गए थे, और करीना had walked out of the film.
Well, Kareena walked out of Ram Leela and Deepika became Sanjay Leela Bhansali's strength. Well, by making such comments, is Sanjay trying to give it back to Kareena?
जो होता है कभी कभी अच्छे के लिए होता है, तो शायद करीना ने नहीं किया तो उसमें फिल्म की कुछ भलाई है, और करीना की भी कुछ भलाई हो सकती है उसमें, या मेरी भी कुछ हो सकती है.
Well, yes, Sanjay exclusively spoke to Zoom and cleared all doubts on the matter, which had begun right from the time the film's name was mentioned. And this was something which Kareena herself had announced.
150 दिन संजय लीला बंसाली को दिया है रामलीला बनाने. 150 दिन संजय लीला बंसाली को दिया है रामलीला बनाने.
But now the film's director Sanjay Leela Bhansali himself will clear doubts on the matter about the change in heroines.
Yes, Deepika stood by at a time जब मेरे सेट भी बन गए थे, और करीना had walked out of the film. And Deepika walked in with such conviction, with such respect, stood by me. Deepika is amazing, and I think I'm somewhere deep down my heart, I'm grateful to her for having come into the role and then playing it so flamboyantly, इतने अच्छी तरह से perform किया. तो जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है.
And that's not all. Sanjay even went on to give hints that in future he might not make any attempts to work with Kareena.
Kareena is a great actor. She's a wonderful star, and we've always wanted to work with each other, but नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. कहीं 3-4 बार attempt किए, अब होगा नहीं होगा क्या मालूम.
Well, Bebo, hope you're listening. After all, your loss has become Deepika's gain. But seems like Sanjay Leela Bhansali has no regrets about it. After all, he himself has said that.
Deepika stood by at a time जब मेरे सेट भी बन गए थे, और करीना had walked out of the film.
Time for a short break on Bollywood this week. But when we come back, Imran and Kareena's exclusive interview on Zoom. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Bollywood this week. We cornered Kareena Kapoor and Imran Khan for an exclusive interview on Zoom. So let's listen in.
Hi Kareena, hi Imran, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
So you guys are back together in a movie after 2 years. Has much changed?
Well, I think Imran's become a lot more fun.
The dynamic duo.
Yeah.
The dynamic duo, back together again.
Back together again.
Well, how different was he back then?
Well, I think Imran also works according to the characters he plays. He's a lot like Amir in that sense.
Yeah.
Because in Ek Mein Aur Ek Tu, the character was very like proper, and you know, like he had to be. He was quite like
very uptight.
Yeah, uptight kind. And in this film, in Gori, he's a lot more, you know, He's like the way I was in Ek Mein Aur Ek Tu.
Okay.
You know, so like right out
More
there.
chilled out types. Yeah.
And totally in your face. So I guess the characters kind of rubbed off a little bit off screen as well.
So we had more fun on this film.
Yeah. So what's changed about her since then?
Nothing. I'm happy to report she's exactly as she was. There's no room for improvement.
Oh, wow, she's that good.
Improvement.
Yeah.
Well,
Ekdam perfect.
You know, both of you, I've read all the interviews here, both of you call yourself very boring. Imran, you always said you're a boring guy. Even you say that. So is that the chemistry that really works?
well, I don't
Two
know whether
boring
it's
people
that
have a lot of fun.
but I guess whatever it is, you know, the chemistry works. It shows on screen, and that's what's important. And in Ek Mein Aur Ek Tu, we did a different kind of a setting. The film was based in Vegas. This is more desi and commercial.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm hoping that people will like us in this also, because that was such a special film.
Right. Imran, there were stories about how you almost didn't do the film. Then what convinced you?
Puneet's updated drafts, frankly. The first draft that he had written, I don't know if you know this or not, the first draft he had written was a two-hero, two-heroine story. It was the same basic story where in the they go to the village in the second half to build a bridge.
Ahmedabad and whatever.
But there were 2 boys and 2 girls. And then he kind of, that track he cut out very early. But through the thing, I was never convinced about the second half. I was saying, yaar, Puneet, ye bridge ka kya hai? Your first half is damn entertaining, you know, it's funny, it's charming, it's romantic, all of this stuff is great. Ye second half mein bridge ka kya panga hai? Why are you stuck on this thing? But he was very, very convinced about it. So I said, no, it's not working. Then he did another draft. I said, dude, it's still not working.
Yeah.
Finally, 3-4 drafts in is where I read it, and finally I saw what he was going for, which was this emotional hook, this grounding, which now I think works really well.
You know, you've said somewhere that, you know, how you're not really crazy about love. What's the craziest thing you've done in love?
I'm sure Saif loves me because I'm not mad. He doesn't want to be in love with a mad woman. But I mean, like, I don't know.
We should get his perspective. Also,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
We should actually.
He might have a very different perspective. Oh, she's completely mad.
Yeah. But no, I don't know what you mean by crazy. So.
Imran, what about you?
I actually confessed about this at a press conference the other day where I pretended to be someone else because the girl's parents didn't like me. So and she lived in a different city, so I went over there to meet her, and I spent like a week, 10 days in the city pretending to be someone else because they knew that she was dating some guy called Imran. And said if that Imran guy turns up, then he's dead and all.
But you know, day to day, you know, at home, do Saif and you discuss movies?
We're hardly ever together. I mean, like, we haven't seen him. I'm traveling up and down constantly.
Yeah.
He hasn't been home for 3 months. But we definitely don't. He
You know,
doesn't discuss.
does he talk to you about the movies he's producing and whatever? But do you watch movies together?
No, he likes watching Batman and like Speed and I don't know what he watches. And I watch like Downton Abbey. I like TV shows.
We also heard that Salman is very keen to work with you in Suraj Barjatia's next. How far is that true?
Well, I mean, I haven't been approached for the film at all. So I guess it's not true.
But how different is it working with a director who's really young, who's done fewer films, but you know, he's similar in your age? Is the mindset very different?
I have a good track record, yeah. My only
exactly.
hits are with first-time directors and new directors.
Yeah.
So for me, it's
Puneet is also
Do you see a
technically
difference,
new
Kareena?
because he isn't like.
Yeah.
This is his second film.
His second film. So do you see a difference? You're working with the younger director?
I mean, I don't know. I think a director is a captain of the ship. I think they know exactly what their film is going to be in their mind more than anybody else on the set. So, I mean, new or, you know, experienced, I don't know. Like, I feel Puneet this is his second film, but he directed it like he's a pro.
Yeah, I'm actually very impressed with his growth.
Yeah.
Because I mean, from I Hate Love Stories to this, you expect a certain growth from first film to second film.
Right.
Puneet has kind of jumped 2 or 3 steps. He went from step 1 to step 4.
Wow.
His control as a director is quite impressive.
But you weren't nervous at all that, you know, he's a second-time director and it's such a big film?
I don't think so. I think because he never gave me that feeling at all while narration or while on set.
Yeah.
He just felt like he's been doing this like for the last 10 years.
You know, we're at this age where, you know, such good roles are being written for actresses, which wasn't the trend in the last many years. And nowadays actresses are actually demanding even a profit share, just like what every hero does. Do you see this change and do you think it's here to stay?
No, I think a good film is a good film. I don't know. I mean, there were great roles written back in the 60s and the 70s also.
Exactly, long back then.
There was just a dip between the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, like, the kind of films that like Hema ji and Sharmila ji have done, I don't think we're still getting those kind of roles. Like, you know, Amar Prem and Aradhana and Mausam and Sita aur Geeta. I don't think so.
You know, films are not made anymore.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is pretty male-centric. So.
Yeah. Imran, what do you say about that?
There was kind of a decline for a while where the where roles for actresses were not very good, and you got the sense that you could interchange anyone because they've written कि यहाँ लड़की चाहिए किसी को भी ले लो. It was kind of a bad period in Hindi films,
Right.
but that is changing now. I think that the last few years particularly.
It was super talking to the two of you. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Moving on, Sonam Kapoor is back in the news, and this time to reveal her new look which she will be donning in her upcoming film Khoobsurat. Take a look in our next story. These days, Bollywood's fashionista Sonam Kapoor has been busy with the shooting of her upcoming film Khoobsurat, and she has already started preparing for the role. And now we'll show you the exclusive glimpse of that.
Do you see my earrings?
Oh, you've got it pierced?
Yeah, I got it really pierced.
So 1, 2,
3.
And the fourth one is there up.
Yeah, and then this
You've got 4 piercings.
Yeah.
Sonam exclusively revealed this look to Zoom, and that's not all. She even promised that she'll give us more details about the look.
For Khoobsurat. So what's your style going to be like in Khoobsurat?
Well, you have to see. So this is just like a preview. Yeah, this is just a preview, but I've done quite a bit of other stuff. And then when the camera shuts off, I'll show you the other stuff.
And just the way Sonam had promised, she showed us more of the look. Her new haircut is actually a part of the look and are not her real hair, but instead she has used hair extensions. Well, we're sure that once Sonam comes in front of the media with her entire new look, then she'll surely make headlines. Well, we'd like to wish you all the very best for your new film. Time for a short break on Bollywood this week, but when we come back, Kangana Ranaut gets candid on Zoom. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Bollywood this week. We cornered the gorgeous Kangana Ranaut for a candid chat on Zoom. So let's listen in.
लगातार काफी फिल्म्स रिलीज हो रही हैं तो इट्स हाउ डू यू सी योरसेल्फ एज कि 2013 कैसा रहा आपके लिए?
2013 शुरू में तो थोड़ा सा डल रहा क्योंकि मेरी कुछ फिल्में आने वाली थी जो नहीं आ पाई और बस काम किए जा रहे थे और कोई उसका रिज़ल्ट आ नहीं रहा था. तो लेकिन क्रिश 3 से अब काफ़ी चीज़ें जो हैं वो हमें भी सीखने को मिला है क्योंकि जब एक कलाकार काम करता है तो उन अपनी तरफ से तो वो अच्छा करते हैं लेकिन उस पर लोगों का कैसे रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं या खुद भी तो देख के आपको समझ आता है कि ओके जैसा मैंने किया था. फॉर एग्जांपल अभी जो क्रिश में मैंने एक ऐसा जो अपना किरदार के लिए एक ऐसा टोन लिया था जिसमें आई डिडंट शो एनी एक्सप्रेशन और इमोशन और वेरी रोबो लाइक बॉडी लैंग्वेज. तो उसमें मेरा ये जानना उसके लिए मुझे काफ़ी बेसब्री से इंतज़ार था कि जो मैंने किया है डिड इट कम अक्रॉस कि खुद हुए करके बैठे हुए हैं एंड नोबडी एल्स इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग. तो वो आई थिंक
समझ आया कि नहीं आया.
हाँ तो आई थिंक ये जो आप करते हैं लेकिन आपका काम तभी पूरा ख़त्म होता है जब वो उसका रिजल्ट ज़रूरी नहीं है. आई डोंट ऑलवेज लुक फॉर पीपल एंड देयर ऑडियंसेस अप्रूवल और एक्नॉलेजमेंट क्योंकि आपकी खुद भी लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस होता है. आप जब काम करते हैं तो खुद भी आपको समझ आ जाता है कि मैंने अच्छा किया है कि बुरा किया. हमेशा दूसरों को बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है. तो फॉर मी ऑल्सो इट वॉज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि माई फिल्म रिलीजेज एंड आई लर्न फ्रॉम माई ओन वर्क.
सारे प्रमोशंस के साथ हमने काफ़ी ये चीज़ें भी देखी कि कंगना हैज़ ऑलवेज बीन ऑल्सो बीन इन द न्यूज़ फॉर बीइंग वेरी ओपन एंड वेरी ऑनेस्ट एंड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. जो भी है आप मन में जो है बोल देती हैं. तो आपको लगता है कभी कभी मेक्स यू फॉल इनटू ट्रबल ऑल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट?
ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे मन में जो भी आता है मैं बोल देती हूँ.
एज कम्पेयर टू अदर एक्टर्स आप बहुत ऑनेस्ट है मीडिया से.
क्योंकि आई थिंक आपको अपने शब्दों को तोल कर ही बोलना पड़ता है नहीं तो you'll end up in trouble. अगर आपके मन में जो भी आया वो बोल दें. मैं लेकिन आई थिंक मैं हमेशा से ऐसे ही मुझे रहना पसंद है और मेरे लिए ही आसान है क्योंकि आई थिंक इट्स टू टायरिंग टू फेक कुछ क्या फेक करो या जो भी है कुछ अलग बातें बना के बताओ. दैट इज सो मच मोर स्ट्रेसफुल. मुझे याद ही नहीं रहेगा कि मैंने पिछली बार क्या किया था, क्या बोला था, और अब की बार मैं क्या बन के आऊँ, क्या बोलूँ।
और आपने कहीं मैंने ये भी पढ़ा था कि जो कैरेक्टर जो है आपका सबसे आपके लिए डिफिकल्ट रहा है, चैलेंजिंग रहा है, तो पर्सनली ये कैरेक्टर प्ले करने में कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा आपका?
ऐसा नहीं है कि सबसे चैलेंजिंग रहा है, क्योंकि हर किरदार की एक अपना चैलेंज होता है। जैसे कृष में एक्शन पार्ट वाज सो डिफ़िकल्ट, इसमें डांस वाज वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट, क्योंकि मैं डांस इतना करती नहीं हूँ फिल्मों में, तो मुझे इतना आइडिया भी नहीं था। तो मेरे लिए काफ़ी मुश्किल था वो किरदार इतने कन्विक्शन से करना, और ऐसे मैं थोड़ा रियल एक्टिंग, मेरा जो अप्रोच रहता है मेरे कैरेक्टर्स को बहुत ही रियल रहता है। एक बात, मुझे एक रिस्पेक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है, जैसे जो लोग बहुत अच्छे डांसर्स जैसे माधुरी जी हो गए या ऋतिक सर हो गए, तो उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा रिस्पेक्ट हो गया।
ऐसे आई थिंक हमने पहली बार किसी एक्टर से सुना होगा कि रोल तो था ही, मगर जो डांसिंग थी उसके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट रही होगी। तो मतलब यू डोंट थिंक यूर अ वेरी गुड डांसर, आई मीन पर्सनली इफ यू हैव टू रेट योरसेल्फ?
नहीं, मुझे इतना आइडिया नहीं था कि फिल्मों में डांस करना इतना मुश्किल होता है, क्योंकि ऐसे फोक डांस, रॉ डांस तो सभी कर लेते हैं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा एक्सप्रेशंस जो हैं वो, और तभी तो एक्सप्रेशंस के साथ आप देखिए फिल्मों में भी कई ज़्यादा लोग एक्सप्रेशंस के साथ डांस नहीं करते। वैसे डांस करने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, दैट इज़ लाइक एन एक्सरसाइज ना, आपने बीट्स पे किया, बट वो बीट्स के साथ में एक्सप्रेशन नेचुरल नहीं लगता है। फिर जब आप उसको वो करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो वो नेचुरल नहीं लगता है।
थैंक यू सो मच कंगना फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस। थैंक यू।